Hey team, this is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I finally did it. I got the Illinois, the Tier 9 Research Bureau ship that actually has been something that's been on my list of wanting to really get to grind out. But hope before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button, love. You guys want to support the channel here. The opportunity for you to support us is down below. Hit that bell button, hit the like button, drop a like, whatever you want to do to help us support about growing the channel. We appreciate all those that support of the channel as well. On our way to 1,200 subscribers, almost there. And 2,000 is where we're going to give a premium DD giveaway. So that's going to be really fantastic time. But hey, let's get right back to it. Illinois coming right at you. A Tier 9 Research Bureau ship. It's about, I believe, somewhere in the 50,000 range of 50-something plus thousand Research Bureau points. Now, I'd been saving Research Bureau points up for a while, just doing dockyard events or just playing the game. You get it maybe through the Battle Pass thing or crates or whatever that may be. But I also found a really good thing. They just did a reset of the multiplier, which was for the resetting of tech tree lines. If you don't know what to do, what that is, look on the YouTube, figure out what the Research Bureau system is. But they just did a reset, so you can actually get another multiplier after you just activated it. But what I really did was just regrind the Haragumo line and the Shimakaze line. I did those both concurrently to see which one was more effective. After a while of grinding, you know what? I said, you know what? I'm almost there. Let me just put up a couple bucks here and there just to buy a couple more free XP and then kind of free grind the lines themselves. And then I got the Illinois. So I didn't really spend much money on it. It's really just to help me get the free XP, and I needed the free XP anyways. But what is the Illinois? Now, as the title of the video is talked about, the Illinois is like if 3 ships literally had a baby and put it together. This is the monstrosity you would have gotten. So if I took an Iowa-class battleship with the whole full secondary kind of gamut, if you want, and then you mix it up with Des Moines caliber guns, which is 12 of them. So essentially you have like an Annapolis, Des Moines kind of mantra here. And then you also couple that with the speed of a destroyer. So if you notice that I have the what's it called? The brisk captain skill. It allows me to get this thing up to 37.5-ish knots around that speed once I'm undetected. That is insane for a battleship. For 37.5 knots. Now I know the John Bart can get up pretty quickly, but for a battleship of this size, this caliber, going that fast is redonkulous. And then you see that little perk below there. You see the gun symbol that's popped up. That means that if I'm within range of my secondaries, which I have built a secondary build, I'll show another video when I did that. This one I did not do it. I did this more for just, hey, how fast can I get these guns down? And you'll notice I have tons of perks for it, where and then there's the brisk that just popped up if you're undetected. If I'm within secondary range, I can, of my own secondary guns, right there, that pops up right there, my gun reload reduces to about, I believe, 10%. I have to verify that again. But check me if I'm wrong, comment. Again, I make mistakes all the time. My mind's everywhere right now. But, hey, reload goes down by 10%. If you're set on fire, there's another perk that's the fire brawl thing. You get another 5% on the main battery. So you're literally trying to knock the reload thing, not as if this isn't already a good reload already. And then you got adrenaline rush kicking in. There's that fire symbol right there. See, I'm on fire. It speeds up my reload by 5%. So you can see when I fire, what is the gun reload right now? Let me take another shot right here. 7 seconds on a battleship. 7-second reload on a battleship with no reload boosters or nothing. Just adrenaline rush, the fire perk, secondary perk. You got all that stuff going on. The secondary perk hasn't activated yet, but once you get it activated, man, this thing's rocking and rolling, which actually encourages brawling and pushing forward. Notice how we're all pushing forward together. I like this. This is a rank battle, by the way. We're actually communicating as a team, and that's why I like rank battle, because we're actually talking. These are a little bit more experienced players, people that actually know, maybe not all the time, know what they're doing, but we're actually communicating. We're moving together as a cohesive unit, and we're all focus firing. That's how you win a game, really. Keep your DDs alive, focus fire, you'll kind of survive. So we take out the aggro right there. You notice that we're at 53,000 damage right now, only 5 minutes into the game, and we already got 1 kill, a couple secondary hits. I'll show you later maybe a secondary build that I do just to get the guns out to 10.5. That's the maximum you can do, but I really don't encourage the secondary build that much, other than to speed up the reload if that's what you want to do. But the secondary guns are not like Massachusetts or Ohio or Georgia. They're pretty regular, if you want to call it that. Submarine invisible right there. selecting the torpedo drop bombers ASW. Let's see what happens. Do I get that kill right there? Here comes about 2 seconds left. Come on, blow up already. 1, and there it is. Splash 2. I repeat, back to 40. We take a second kill right there after killing the first destroyer, and then we killed out the submarine. And we've knocked out most of their eyes and ears right there. And let's talk about some of the things I like about it. The maneuverability is great. The speed is great, like we just talked about. It's a battleship, cruiser, destroyer all put together. Fast-firing guns. They're the Des Moines 280-ish millimeter guns, which have a great fire chance. They penetrate 34 millimeters. If you do IFHE, it gets up to about the 42-ish range around there, which I don't think is really necessary, because why most battleships and cruisers out there, like the tier 10 styles, they got 50 millimeter plate armor, 50 millimeters, so 42 does not penetrate 50. We got the brisk there activating, and we got the gun reload activating, because we have ships within our secondary range. So that's why I want to bump out that secondary range to always have this thing active, because, man, having a great reload is really awesome. So you essentially have a Des Moines here with battleship hull that you can do Des Moines things, like fire the front-facing guns, which are eight sets of guns right there. That's pretty incredible. With the Des Moines, you only get 6. You get 8 here. The dispersion is not so great, and like a Des Moines, you notice when I'm shooting, it's battleship dispersion, so you're kind of getting all over the place. But it's a good shotgun with the 7-second reload, which is all you really need. I'm doing a little crazy little trick here where I'm just sticking my nose out front, just exposing the forward-facing guns. Is a technique and tactic you can use. See, so he's not spotted, but my forward-facing guns are able to still shoot, even though I'm not spotted, because why? Spotting the mechanics in here, it only spots the center of your ship. So if you stay behind an island and whatnot, and you don't expose that center of your ship, then you can actually use the front forward-facing guns and fire from concealment. So right now we're not going to run. Okay, tactic here. If you see a Palmer or battleship, know your battleships here. A Palmer has torpedoes. Therefore, I'm not going to push forward like an idiot, because I know he, like I would have done, just like him, launched torpedoes thinking I'm going to come through that channel and so forth. It's better to me to actually focus fire on one ship at a time. There's those torpedoes I talked about. It's better to focus on one ship at a time, rather expose yourself to 2. I mean, it's better to go 1-on-1 versus 2 versus 1. So right now we're just using the forward-facing guns right there, shooting about, 6-second reload now? With HE, it's kind of like doing the Des Moines stuff. You're just shooting and using HE and 6-second reload, really great. You can burn this guy down. You see, not getting as many penetrations that I want to, but you're going to just shoot all over the place with this dispersion anyways. And we're just trying to set as many fires as possible. I mean, we already got 4 fires going, 89,000 damage. And just look at the just massive firepower we're doing. And there's close quarters combat. Look, both of those are active now. I got a fire on me. I got the close quarters combat activated. Look at the reload now. Let's see what we get this thing down to. It's about under 6 seconds, which is ridiculous for a battleship. And boom, splash 3 RP back to 40. We take him down. And that is how you do that. The other downsides of this ship is a very low HP pool. You start out with about 68,000. The heals are standard. The damage con is standard. It's not like an Ohio or whatever. Hey, like, subscribe, bell down below. Drop a like if you like the video. Comment if you don't, and what we can do to improve. But really, it does heal fairly a good amount. But the problem is, because the HP pool is so low, it looks like you're healing a lot. So a lot of pros about this thing: speed, armor, Des Moines firing, fast firing guns. Other than that, that's all it has. Damage con, heals standard. Look at that. 3 kills right there on a rank number 1 on the team. Very, very fun. I'm going to do a lot more videos on this. That's why I didn't want to spend too much time, because I have like several other videos showing the power, the capability of this thing. I've even done a full secondary build, which I think is pretty funny and pretty enjoyable as well. It's got a great bonus on it. You can make a lot of money and make a lot of free XP if you put a lot of flag enhancements on it. But here's the build right here on the screen if you guys want to pause the video and take a look at it. I got the damage con. I put the secondaries out to range, reducing the fire flood times to cooldown, the concealment, and of course main battery reload. Outside of that, you really can't improve much. Now here's the captain's build you see right here. The first one is a fire chance. The next one is brisk, adrenaline rush, obviously. That's why I can get the better reload rates. You can see, I'm highlighting brisk for you to see here. So brisk right there, increased ship speed by 10% while undetected. That's a definite must to make the destroyer speed. Adrenaline rush as always. Concealment gets this thing down to 12.8. That's another good pro-con thing. It's or a good pro thing. 12.8 concealment's great on a battleship. There's a close quarters combat. You reduce it by 10% within the secondary range. And then the last one is this fire chance thing. Let's see if I was correct. Yeah, Furious, 5% main battery reload time. So really, really good when you're on fire. So hope that helps. I hope it's a good initial first review on it. Let me know what you think and comment below. Thanks. Cheers.